Just looking over the card for this coming week at the big one. Looks like a good one. Here's a man that's going to be involved in that card at the Big One Expo Center coming up this week. Well, I tell you what, you've just successfully defended the unified title, and now all of a sudden you got to put it on the line here again.
Well, it looks like I had a little bit better luck than Brian Christopher did. Now, just, you know what? This is just getting to be completely ridiculous.
I agree.
I mean, this Nation of Domination stuff is way out of hand, and it needs to come to a stop. And this Wednesday night, I'm looking at putting this title up along the line against Mo, and now he's part of the Nation of Domination, so I can expect the same thing that Brian Christopher just went through. You're not fighting one, you're fighting the whole nation, apparently. Well, let me tell you guys something. I just saw what to expect in that match with Brian Christopher. So, Mo, I'm going to come loaded for bear, brother. I'm going to come with all guns blazing, if you know what I mean. Now, they got just a little bitty taste of that last week, but I promise you this, Mo, that is nothing. You know, we're getting real close to the New Year's. And everybody knows when it gets close to the New Year's, you see the king flying around on one of those Fireworks City rockets. Well, I promise you this, Mo, you're going to see that Wednesday night. If anything, if I mean absolutely anything looks like that Nation of Domination is going to get involved, you're going to see the king get on one of them big rockets, and I promise you I'll light you up like a Roman candle, and that's no joke.
Well, it's going to be a big night all around. I'm going to check the whole card here. Thank you for stopping by and the comments there. And again, congratulations on the victory here today. We've got, here's Mo.
Don't congratulate him yet, Dave Brown. Let me tell you something, Lawler. You said a lot out here about domination, Nation of Domination. That's right. Wolfie D just beat Brian Christopher in that ring. Let me tell you something. What Brian Christopher got is nothing compared to what you're going to get this Wednesday night. Now, I'm back in the USWA. I'm here to stay, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking around here. I'm going to do a whole lot of administering pain, and I'm going to start with you this Wednesday night.
Just remember what I said. Come on down there.
Unified title is going to be on the line. Thanks, King. I'm going to check this whole card out here. It's a big one.
If you don't mind, Dave, I understand you're going to do that. I see Corey Maclin's involved in another match. Can I wait out here? I just want to say something to Corey when he comes
sure.
in.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk Corey in just a minute. Let me run down the card here first. Opening match. Remember, it's 7:30 Wednesday night. Wednesday night at the Big One Expo Center. Great crowd last week. Looking for more this time around. Mike Samples will be going against Bobby Bolton. Couple of tough wrestlers there. Should be a great opening match. Then a grudge match. And this is the loser gets 10 lashes with a strap. Brickhouse Brown will be going against Kareem Olajuwon. Following that, you got a bounty match. Brian Christopher will be going against Big Akeem Muhammad. It's not all. The USWA tag titles are going to be on the line. Flash Flanagan and Stephen Dunn. A lot of folks thought there's no way they could be USWA tag champions, at least not for long. Well, they proved a lot of folks wrong. The titles will be on the line as Flanagan and Dunn will be going against Jamie Dundee, J.C. Ice, and Wolfie D from the Nation of Domination. That comes up Wednesday night. That's not all either. Special challenge match, and this one is going to be there's a career versus career stipulation on this that we'll be talking with Corey about a little bit later on. But it's going to be Corey Maclin. Jerry Lawler has agreed to be in his corner. Randy X will be the opponent, and Jamie Dundee, J.C. Ice will be in Randy X's corner. So that is the match that, and not only that, it's an I quit match. It's not one where you get a pin. It's one where one or the other says, no more, I quit. That's all there is. Again, more about this in a moment. Then the Unified World Title match. The King will put that just defended belt on the line again against Sir Mo as he takes on all challengers for the championship. That is the action coming up Wednesday night. Big One Expo Center. It is going to be something else. The giveaways, I don't want to forget about that. Lots of giveaways coming up. Parking is free all during December at the Big One Expo Center. You got what looks to be the world's biggest Christmas stocking here.
World's biggest Christmas stocking. You're right. Our friends with Icy and the USWA got together here and put together, as you call it, the world's biggest Christmas stocking. There's over $200 worth of merchandise in this stocking. We're going to give that away down there this Wednesday night. Another brand new bicycle is going to be given away. We also got that big WWF WrestleFest game, the big video arcade game that they're going to be giving away. A lot of stuff for the fans between now and Christmas.
All right. Very good. Do we have a giveaway here today? We want to do that now, or we want to do it later?
You know what? We've got, I happen to bring along some WWF T-shirts, and we got, I think we may even have a Ken Griffey rookie card. You know how much those are worth? Look, I see some of these guys over here's eyes getting real big. We're going to have some giveaways right here on the show in a little.
We can do that a little bit later on. All right. Well, I tell you what, if I could, and this is the main reason you've stayed here. Yeah. Let me call Corey out and let's talk about this situation. Now, we reviewed earlier what happened. I don't want to belabor this point, but Corey and I disagree on how the situation should be handled. And yeah, well, okay. Before we do that, though, let's take a look. There was a 10-man match, which you were involved in with Corey last week. Let's take a look at some highlights of what went on there, and maybe you'll understand even better why Corey has asked for the challenge. Watch this.
Yeah, let's just take a look at this. I mean, the action started right off the bat. As soon as everybody got out to ringside, I'm tickled to death that the cameraman focused mainly on the situation between Corey and Randy Hales. Just watch Corey. He said last week he was going to let his actions do his talking, and brother, they did. I mean, he wore Randy Hales' head out. Just try to pay close attention if you can. Well, there was a little shot of me lighting Reggie B. Fine up, and I don't want to even call him that, whatever that Nation of Domination name is, but I lit him up like a Roman candle there real briefly. But just watch Corey and Randy, and watch the expression on Randy Hales' face. I think even maybe a few of the fans got in the action here. Watch this. Randy Hales could not believe it. I mean, all of a sudden he realizes he's in there with a buzzsaw. Look at this.
Well, he hit the guy on the back of the head with a briefcase when Corey was just trying to help somebody out. I don't think maybe Randy realized just how mad Corey was. We did, but goodness.
Oh yeah, he was mad. Look at this. Oh, nice shot right there. You know, I'm gonna say something right here about Randy X or whatever you want to call himself. I'm surprised. I'm amazed that he wants to come back after this because I mean, I thought after this match, Randy Hales would be saying I quit.
Well, I think Randy has had some problems and has made some very bad decisions in recent weeks, and I think this is just the latest one. Yeah, a little payback, huh?
I don't know if that's dust flying out of there or dandruff. Watch him wearing his head out. Get him, Corey. Yes. And a nice right hand just for good measure there. I loved it. Randy Hales, you know what? I mean, if it was just Corey Maclin against Randy Hales, look at he's busted him open with Randy's own briefcase. If it was just Corey Maclin against Randy Hales, I'd say there's no problem. The only problem, as you know, Dave, is the whole Nation of Domination.
Which you kind of mentioned to Corey last week, as a matter of fact, that was a problem. But that's one reason that he was part of the 10-man match instead of taking the chances on being out there alone with that Nation of Domination.
Yeah, and as you're going to see here, early in the evening, just wear that head out. Look at that. Early in the evening, they come out and said that Jamie Dundee or whatever, one of the half of the Nation of Domination, was ill that evening, had a 113-degree temperature or some fever. Well, all of a sudden at the end of the match, when we got everything going, who shows up? Jamie Dundee.
Another
ether job
right
with
the ether, like we saw here just a little bit earlier. Boy, he must have got ether on sale or something this week.
Yeah, I guarantee you guys, you want to be putting people to sleep, we're going to be putting some people to sleep around this Nation of Domination with our right hands.
Well, there's the pin, and Randy appeared to be the victor, but you saw what happened, and then it was Corey who clearly dominated the entire thing.
Yeah, there was domination, all right, and it was on the part of Corey Maclin.
Corey is, I think, probably, here he comes right here. Corey, Jerry, before you talk to him a little, I want to clear up everything. Corey, you and I have already talked today. You asked not to be part of the commentary of the show. I understand and respect your wishes on that. I still disagree. I think you're making a mistake getting in there with this guy. But again, I'm not going to talk about that too much. We respect your decision not to be part of the commentary today. But I know you did want to say a few things about the situation, and you got to be careful with this Nation of Domination.
Well, that's true.
Well, let me just say this before you get started, and I'll get out of here if you want. But I feel a little bit responsible for getting you into this situation because I'm the guy that came out here last week and said, "Hey, Corey, here's your opportunity to get Randy X." And I felt you were going to be safe and secure when you're surrounded by four of us, me and Brian and Brickhouse and Dutch Mantell, and still look what happened. I mean, there's so many of those guys, and now this idea of this match, Corey, when you're talking about, I know the promotion loves to try to make everything sound big and exciting and grandiose. Well, when you say career versus career, I mean, that sounds big, but this is big, Corey. I mean, we're talking about the stipulation on this match is, and you signed it, and I think it's a mistake, just like Dave said, if you lose this match to Randy X, then you're not going to be out here. You're not going to be doing the TV show anymore. I mean, your days as a USWA announcer are over. Granted, if you win this match, if you make Randy X say he quits, then he's out of here. That's true. But I'll be in your corner and I'll watch your back as well as I can. But he's going to have somebody in his corner, and he's got that entire nation of domination, Corey. And I think the stakes are too high. I don't agree with you.
Well, I just want to say that, you know, Dave, I said last week that you and I have always been friends, and I hope regardless of this outcome,
we will be
the way that I wanted to, that hopefully we'll always be friends. But a man's got to do what a man's got to do. Now, Jared, I respect you. I got a great deal of respect for you. I think you're one of the greatest wrestlers that I've ever seen. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But this is not about Dave Brown. It's not about Jerry Lawler. It's about me. It's about Corey Maclin. And it's about my job, Dave. It's about my life. You know, when I was a little kid, I dreamed of always sitting right back here behind this desk, working along with you and working with Lance. And thanks to God and to guys like you, that dream has come true. And, yeah, thank you. And not only in this, Dave, I try to be successful. I want to be successful in everything I do. I work here in Memphis at the Silver Star News. You guys know that. I'm the advertising director there. Well, I want to be the best advertising executive that there is here in town. Even in my personal life, I want to be the best husband. I want to be the best father that I can be, you know, there at home. But there comes a time when a person's got to do what a man has got to do, definitely. Now, this coming Wednesday night, I'm going to have Randy Hales in the match. We're going to fight 1-on-1. Now, last Wednesday night, you just saw the footage of what happened. I had him going. Well, last week, it all started, you showed that earlier. The match, none of this would have happened, Jerry, if Randy had... What happened, of course, they jumped on Jerry, they jumped on Brian, on Brickhouse.
You were just trying to help.
That's trying to help. That's all I was trying to do. I just came out. I just simply grabbed Randy, pulled him off of Jerry, and that could have been the end of it. But no, he comes out, nails me with that stupid briefcase that he carries around here, and I did what I said I was going to do last Wednesday night. I grabbed that briefcase, Dave, and I beat him and had him bleeding from his head to his toes.
You delivered. There's no doubt about it.
He was hollering and he was begging for me to stop until all of a sudden, J.C. Ice comes running down there, and he beat me, not Randy Hales. Let me make that a point. Randy didn't beat me. J.C. Ice came down, and he beat me. Well, a couple of days ago, I called Eddie Martin, and I told Eddie, I said, hey, I don't want a 10-man tag. I don't want a tag team match. I just want a single match. I want Corey Maclin versus Randy Hales, or that Randy X, whatever he wants to call himself. And I want to have him 1-on-1 this coming Wednesday night at the big one. I told him, I said, Eddie, hey, it's either him or it's me. The street's not wide enough for me and Randy X. So coming up Wednesday night, that's right, it is career versus career. But let me say this. I've signed the contract. There are no loopholes in the contract. There's nothing, you know. If I don't win this thing, yeah. I'm not here. I won't be able to do this show again. I'm not around the USWA ever again. It's adios for me. I'm gone. But in the same token, if I beat Randy Hales, we don't have to put up with him around here. Yeah. And he's not at ringside with that NOD looking like an idiot that he really is looking like right now.
You're right. He can't be on television here, and he can't come out to ringside at the arenas with a nation of domination. But on the other hand, you're right. No loopholes in the contract. It's you against him. And if you lose, you can't do the show anymore, and I would hate to see that happen because I enjoy doing the show with you.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. And we're looking forward to taking care of Randy Hales, getting rid of him. I've asked the King to be in my corner. He's going to be down there in my corner Wednesday night. He's going to watch my back. And I'm going to take care of Randy Hales. This match will go until someone grabs that microphone and says, hey, I quit. I can't take it anymore. And let me tell you something, Randy. I've never quit anything in my life. And as long as I've got breath in my body, I'm going to take care of you. With all of these people behind me, we're going to do it Wednesday night down at the 60, okay?
Good luck to you, Corey. Thank you, King. We'll be back in a moment.